Hello, thanks for joining us. Coming up on today's show. From Calais to London and now Paris, pop-up refugee theatre comes to the City of Lights. I'm on the red carpet with the stars of the film I'm hoping wins the Best Picture Oscar.
Actor nominee
And Garden Party, the former film school students whose final project has been nominated for an Academy Award. Starting with a pop-up theatre where refugees are centre stage. When it was in Calais, the performing arts group Good Chance drew A-list stars such as Jude Law and Benedict Cumberbatch to the site known as The Jungle. From there, they had a celebrated run in London, and now they've landed in Paris with their most ambitious project yet, a pop-up theatre where refugees produce the show. France 24's Olivia Salazar-Winspear went to meet them.
A performance space that could pass for your average festival venue here at Paris's Porte de la Chapelle. Curtain Up is in less than 24 hours, so just like any other troupe, they're deep in rehearsal. But there's one difference. Most of those participating are refugees.
When I came here, I saw them doing like theater stuff like that. After they told me to come and do it with them, and I started to do it. It was fun. I really enjoyed that, and it was so cool for me. My favorite part that we gather circle and do different movements, and because everyone is happy, they forget their situation, their problems, and that's great.
The Good Chance Theatre provides a space for migrants and refugees to partake in dance, music, drama and creative workshops, led by visiting practitioners from around the world. Chilean company La Llave Maestra focuses on visual, physical theatre to sidestep any language barriers. Flexibility and communication is at the heart of what they do.
It's good to see how they arrive in the morning.
Yes.
Like really
close.
Contracted and close, and they go out.
They are so generous. More than us. We come here, we are more safe than them. We have our place, our home, our family is close, and they come here, they don't have nothing, and they still want to play with us. That is impressive. If I will be in that situation, I'm not sure if I will be in the mood to the theater, to play with people I don't know.
Good Chance started in September 2015 in Calais, in the camp known as The Jungle. Mohammed was a regular at their tent. A professional musician in his native Sudan, he's since relocated to the UK. He's visiting the site in Paris to lead a drumming workshop and to catch up with old friends.
It was the biggest tent in Calais. So of course you wonder what this tent. So I was curious. I went there to see what's going on there. So I went there, we found some drumming and some people doing drums, drumming, some people dancing, doing songs, stuff like this. So I decided with my friend to do our own songs. Like I write songs, I sing as traditional Sudanese songs. So that's why I came to Good Chance, because I found the chance to show my talent.
When French authorities put an end to the camp in Calais, Good Chance took the project to London, staging a play, The Jungle, at the Young Vic, a dramatisation of their experiences in northern France, which was met with critical acclaim. Its founders say arts and culture have an important role to play for those who found themselves far from home.
And yes, people need food, and yes, people need shelter, and the cold this week is awful. But in a sense, I think that makes the role of art and the need for a space to reflect on your situation, to, in safety and in warmth, try and express what's happening, try and understand it, try and come to different decisions and conclusions about where you're going.
On Saturdays, the theatre opens its doors to the public for a weekly show, inviting people to get involved as spectators or performers. It's a way to build bridges with the local community and provide a much-needed creative outlet for those telling their stories in the Good Chance tent.
It's been nominated for 4 Oscars and it's the best film I've seen for a while. The coming-of-age movie Call Me By Your Name is out in France this week. I caught up with the cast when they were here in Paris for the premiere.
If I say first love, what comes to mind?
Tragedies, amazing things, lots of passion.
Joy.
Love at first sight, a lightning bolt.
Fear.
A hot flash.
I don't know, I've never been in love.
It's a fire that destroys and builds at the same time. That's first love for me.
Is there anything you don't know?
You only knew how little I know about the things that matter.
What things that matter?
You know what things.
Nominated for Best Film and Best Actor Oscar, Call Me By Your Name is a visually stunning tale of first love and its inevitable impermanence. Set in an Italian countryside villa in the mid-80s, it meditates the secrets of youth and the magic of summer. It's based on the acclaimed novel by Andre Aciman. You're the youngest Best Actor nominee in years and years, since 1939. How does that feel?
It feels absolutely crazy to me. I mean, I'm overwhelmed with gratitude, but most of all, like the pedigree of the people that I'm in the category with. Not only people who I've admired, all 4 of them, but 3 of them that I've literally studied, like Gary Oldman and Daniel Day-Lewis and Denzel Washington. I have gone through their work.
So proud, so happy, and so deserving. I haven't seen a performance that, you know, emotionally intelligent from someone who, you know, seems so young, but in reality, there's a f***ing 80-year-old man in there, and it's incredible, so it's well-deserved.
I changed it a little bit.
Yeah, why?
I just played it the way Busoni would have played it if he'd altered Liszt's version.
And what is wrong with Bach, the way Bach would have played Bach's
Bach never wrote it for the guitar. In fact, we're not even sure Bach wrote it at all.
Forget I asked.
Tell us about your first and only rehearsal with Timothée.
We just made out and rolled around in the grass. It was delightful, and Luca left us there without telling us and let us continue to make out for I don't even know how long.
How do you explain your amazing chemistry that comes throughout the set?
You know, we just we hit it off. I don't know that there's really an explanation for it. I think that it's just the kind of thing of we met and really just hit it off and really enjoy each other's company.
I can show you around.
That'd be great. Thank you. So what do you do around here?
Read books, transcribe music, swim at the river, go out at night.
Sounds fun. All right, later.
I need to ask you about one particular scene.
Yeah.
It's the peach scene.
I'm happy to talk about it.
What's the conversation like on set when you're about to have a sexual experience with a fruit?
Honestly, there were 2 mechanisms to release the anxiety of doing that kind of scene. One was that Luca didn't treat any scenes preciously, so it was treated like any other scene in the script. And 2 was the idea that Andre Aciman, who wrote the novel, and Luca had said in advance there was some sort of insecurity, or, you know, that this worked very well as a literary metaphor and might not be done believably visually. So there was this feeling before we did it and while doing it, like, if this doesn't work, if this sucks, it's just not going to be in the movie.
Armie, when you first saw the script, you didn't want to do it, did you? Why?
It made me nervous. It was one of the most intimate love stories I'd ever come across, and I knew that there was nothing to hide behind. There was no creatures, there was no green screen, there was nothing that propelled this movie forward except for the honest and real emotional moments between these 2 characters. And that's daunting as an actor, because if you don't get something right, it just doesn't work.
Do you think films about gay people are being more accepted into the mainstream now? We're in a new era.
Well, hopefully just that that moniker or that box of like gay films is being dissolved. You know, I think that we didn't set out to make a gay film. We set out to make a love story. It just happens to be a love story between two men.
Nature has cunning ways of finding our weakest spot.
Call me by your name and I'll call you by mine.
I love that film. Now, from film school to the Oscars, a group of 6 French filmmakers are heading to the Academy Awards with their final university project. Made 18 months ago while they were students, Garden Party is nominated for Best Short Animated Film. After doing the festival circuit with their Froggy film, they're excited about their unexpected fame.
From film school to the Oscars, that's pretty rock and roll. We never thought we'd make it this far.
Luckily, it's happening only now, a year and a half after the release, so we've had time to do a ton of festivals to get used to it.
Honestly, it's just crazy what's happening to us. We're making the most of it, meeting lots of people, and it's just nuts.
And that brings us to the end of the show. We're going to leave you with Oscar-nominated Garden Party, and we wish them all the best on Sunday night. In a deserted house, a couple of amphibians explore their surroundings and follow their primal instincts. Remember our website. We're also on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. There's more news coming up on France 24 after this.